Here we go. We got Tony Dottino, take three on Wednesday, October the 6th. My live with Tony on Facebook, and I keep crashing. So, this is what I call live with Tony, take three. Wanting to bring everybody up to date with the work we're doing for the 22nd USA Memory Championship. And we've been working on the final details of who's coming, what do we have, what's the agenda. Some really exciting things. An exciting thing that I think I have to offer is Full Sail College has a group of students with professors that will be with us at the Rosen Center, Town Square, to live stream this year's championship. In the spirit of COVID safety, we decided not to have spectators, but to maintain the integrity of the event. We have the mental athletes attending in person. They'll be spaced and distanced, but we will have a group of college students doing a class project that will put this onto streaming. We'll also eventually have this recorded and picked up on the USA Memory Championship website. So that's the first bit of really good news that I've got for our fans that are interested in the USA Memory Championship. You'll be able to stay in the safety of your own homes or in your own community centers, and you'll be able to stream this on YouTube through the USA Memory Championship YouTube site or channel, as they tell me. And that's good news. So that keeps the integrity of safety at the top of our list of priorities. The mental athletes that we have right now, we have a list of 14. We had a couple of alternates, so we do have a list of 14 with a couple of alternates as a result of a few not confirming their attendance. So we wanted to ensure that we had at least 12. We may be 14. If everybody that initially qualified comes, we'll have 14. So that's exciting. And we're going to go from age 13. We have a Samay Shah from Lexington, Massachusetts, who will be competing in this event, who qualified in our August 7th event. And we have Kyle Matschke from Malvern, Pennsylvania, who will be our oldest competitor. So it is exciting to have a range of people. We have Texas is going to be there, Michigan, Florida, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Puerto Rico. So we've got a good range of people in states. I think we've got 10 different states that are represented here in this year's event, and a bunch of mental athletes. So that's step number one. Got that done, and Karen Pinson, who has been organizing everything, has sent them their long-term games. So we have long-term memory that they will have for literary works. We have it for science works, and we have it for the Winter Olympics. So they have got 2,500 data bits in 30 days to study up those data bits, and they'll be competing in our event that we call long-term memory. And you'll be on stage answering questions that will be flashing up on the screen and getting those working. So that's going to be an exciting event, and that's one where if you're live streaming, those questions will pop up for you, and off we go. So all exciting activities and work that we've got doing. So our welcoming will start at 12:30. We have the CEO of the Rosen Center is going to be opening it up and welcoming us to his town square and sharing with you just a bit of why at the town square and what their vision and mission is for community and how this relates to the Brainwork. So Ruben Rabanowski, CEO of the Rosen Center that we're holding the event at in Orlando, will be opening up our day, and then I will take it from Ruben, and we will introduce what the day's events are going to be and how the day is going to work, and give out some of those details. Now, the mental athletes have already been given the details of the different events and what the rules are of those events. And so we do expect to get started in our first competition. We call that Words to Remember. Words to Remember, where they're given 300 words with 15 minutes to go off stage. And we've got a parking lot, and we just hope it doesn't rain. We got a lot of room backstage from the auditorium that we're hosting this in. But in any case, they have 15 minutes to remember 300 words. We'll put them back in their chairs. They then start to rattle off first, second, third, fourth words. As they go down through the words, we will be looking to eliminate 3 or 4 people, depending upon the number of people that actually do attend the event. At the end of that event, we usually have a break, but during it, we usually have a speaker. So we're trying to line up our speakers, especially for the break that they get on Words to Remember, which is a 15-minute segment. And we usually like to have somebody speaking about memory, its importance, and how it works and its elements. So that's during the Words to Remember. And then we'll give everybody a 15-minute break. We'll give them a chance to see who made it. And maybe we'll have a segment where we have the winner, a second place person, just remember, talk to us how they remembered the number of words that they did. And that's always an educational, fun time for people in the audience, in this case streamed. How did they remember these words? What made this work and how did it go? From that, we will bring them back in, and at 2 o'clock, we're going to be giving them the questions from the long-term memory that they've now had. They're now in the process of taking 30 days to study. So those questions will start popping up, like who's the author, who won a Pulitzer, what was the theme of the name of the book, and when was it published, sports events, the Olympics, who won the ski trial in this year, what were the events they won, how many gold medals did they achieve. We'll go to the periodic tables on the science world and what's freezing temperatures of different elements and what's their boiling point and things of that sort. So that's an interesting event because the questions pop up and then the audience gets to play along with the answers to those questions. We finish that up and they get their break, and then we come back with what we call our tea party event. And that's where they'll get to meet a number of people and they'll have 30 to 40 bits of information that they'll have to remember from these tea party guests. And again, they'll get time to listen to what the Tea Party member has got to say, what the data bits are that they'll be retaining and recalling, and then off they go, and they'll bring those people back, and they will have to go through that process. So that's an exciting event, which leads us to our final 3. If all goes well, we'll have our mental athletes going all the way from 14 or 12 all the way down to 3, and if we got to go more, we'll go more. And they get 3 minutes to remember the order of 2 decks of cards shuffled together. And they go into a head-to-head in calling off the cards in the 2 shuffled decks. And if all goes well, then we have 1 person standing, we have our champion. If we have more than 1 person standing, we're ready to go with 2 more shuffled decks of cards. And they will get 1 minute to remember the order of those cards. So we may have an exciting day coming up based on the roster of mental athletes that are competing for our 22nd USA Memory Champion. I think we've got an exciting day planned. Our speakers, if all is safe and travel and well, we're hoping in Florida by October 23rd. We're at the end, close to the end of bad weather, hurricanes and storms, etc. Everybody can arrive safely. We've got hotel arrangements for everybody. And we've got an exciting day's events that are planned. I just want to share with you the key words of our main speakers are all basically similar, which is really, there's a diversity of memory challenges that are included in this event. We strive to test as many different types of memory as possible. The competitor's performance is a fantastic demonstration of the power of human memory. So says Dr. Robert Ajamian, from neuroscience researcher from the McGovern Institute at MIT, Cambridge, Massachusetts. We have an excellent day of activities planned. Again, we're being very reserved because of COVID and the continued concerns that people have. So we're not having spectators with the exception of family or friends of the mental athletes that are competing. So I hope to see you live, watching it live stream on the YouTube channel, USA Memory Championship. We plan to start that at 12:30. So hope all is well and you have a wonderful evening, and I hope with Facebook working for me, you'll see me again here on Friday evening after our Friday huddle with the full team of the USA Memory Championship Committee. So have a good rest of your week, hope you enjoy watching whatever baseball games are on. The Yankees lost last night, so that'll do it for me. And we'll take it from there.